Sound Podcast. I'm Evan Stone.
I'm Chuck Schilling.
No, Malik X.
We've got Malik X in with us today.
Cool. Yeah.
Glad to have you here, man.
Glad to be here, man.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool. We're excited because we are very we don't know shit about the hip hop scene. And we're really excited to learn about it.
All right, that's dope. Yeah.
I don't know about I'm gonna ask you all questions.
Ask me any
they're gonna probably seem really stupid, easy questions.
It's no stupid questions, man.
But
kindergarten level.
right. I know me, maybe a bunch of our other listeners too probably don't, because we have had rock and folk and jam people in here, and
we started with what we knew and what we came from, but we want to expand. We want to make sure we're not leaving any genres out. Cleveland's got so much to offer.
That's dope.
So,
and I'm, as a representation of hip hop Cleveland, I feel like I'm the best example. So, hell yeah.
All right.
That's some good confidence like that.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So I guess you want to give us a quick rundown of what the Cleveland hip hop scene is like right now.
The Cleveland hip hop scene right now is really dope, but I feel like it's kind of separated into different pockets because hip hop it's got different branches. I'm pretty sure rock has it could be hardcore metal, or it's kind of something a little bit more classic. So I feel like the scene is really dope, and I feel like it's not getting the national recognition like it should, because we haven't really unified somewhere like Atlanta, how they a lot of artists collab. It's very, very competitive up here in Cleveland. The hip hop scene is very competitive, but it's really dope. It's so many dope artists that you might walk into a local show and be like, wow, I can't believe this person is not bigger than what they are. They just performing at some local bar.
Right.
So I think that scene is really dope right now. It's just little pockets or whatever. You might see people playing in more arenas like the Beachland or somewhere Winchester or Coda, where it's they might play with a live band. So it's hip hop is it branches out. I didn't play live with bands, rocking out behind me, somebody on the bass and somebody on the drums. But then it's more so, then it's a club scene too.
Yeah.
More turn up music. Something you want to just bob your head to, have some drinks to. So it's really diverse.
So you don't have you go between having a backing band and
yeah, I do both.
Oh, you do both. Cool.
Yeah. I like to stay formless when it comes to what I do as far as hip hop, because I feel like hip hop is, that's what it is for real. It's just really putting that rhythm to a beat. So it don't really matter what the beat is. I could do something more, instrumental that a producer just made, or if you got on the drums right now and I caught the beat, I could always put some lyrics to it. So I like to keep a well-rounded approach, me personally.
Yeah.
That's just me.
What do you look for in a beat when you're trying to find what you want to do your lyrics over?
So naturally, I'm more jazz inclined. So I like more a boom bap. I like something where it's a nice drum, but then I like a saxophone, a piano. Naturally, that's what I look for. But honestly, when it comes to just creating and songwriting, I just let music speak to me. I might go through 100 beats. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really feeling this one, or I ain't really feeling that one. I just kind of let it speak to me.
Yeah.
And then once I hear something, I just, just kind of just let it flow from there.
Cool.
So do you come up with these beats, or where do you find them?
No, I don't produce at all.
Okay.
So we on camera.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Derek Willis, aka Savage Royale. Does a lot of my production. We have a EP out called 2 Piece and a Biscuit. So it was these 3 random songs that we were just in the studio. He would make a beat, and I just come up with something. He's like, all right, I got another one, come up with something. So we had these 3 songs. So I'm like, damn, what we gonna call it? And 2 Piece and a Biscuit. So that's streaming everywhere. You can go check that out on all streaming platforms. And we got a couple singles, but I let the producers do the work. I'm not musically inclined. I don't make beats or play an instrument. It's kind of just more so my voice is the instrument for me.
You just know what you want.
Yeah, I just know what I like. I just like to, I got that ear for what I like, and I let, everybody else, let the professionals do all that. I don't do all that. Yeah.
So when it comes to writing lyrics or coming up with them, what do you do for preparing, like rehearsing for yourself? How do you get to the point where you're ready to just bust out anything or ready to write? What does it have to do with like knowing the vocabulary or the words? Like, does that start young at the beginning of the process of trying to rap?
But you know what? That's great. That's an interesting question because I did used to write stories, like back in like elementary school or like middle school when it was like spelling class. I would like write a story instead of like whatever the words would be for the week. I would write it into a funny story or whatever. That was like way before I ever started rapping. But as far as like coming up with words and the lyrics, I don't know. It just come for real. I do smoke a lot of weed though. So I'm an avid weed smoker, and I'm a morning person, and I like to drink coffee. So pretty much like every morning, because I done kind of turned this into like it's like exercising. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I relate music and sports and training a lot because it's really like the same thing for real. So every day I try to get up and, just write, even if I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a habit to. Like, I didn't really feel like going to the gym today, but you still went in there, you did your walk, you know what I'm saying? You did what you had to do. So I turned on some beats and kind of just let inspiration just hit me. You know what I'm saying? I always got things on my mind because I be having so much going on, like my personal life or whatever. So it's like always something to talk about. So I just kind of it's more like self-expression for real too. Like music has become like a therapy for me. And it always has been when I think about it since like I started writing maybe about like 14. When I caught the bug, they're like, let me try to write my own rap lyrics and shit like that. So it's more like a self-expression. Like I might be going through something, and I don't really have nobody to maybe vent to about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody around that I can really trust and get those words off. But it's like music has always been there, and that's why I like to be real open in my music because I feel so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Doing it because that's what it's become for me too. With you know what I'm saying, with things entertaining. I like to, keep it entertaining. It's just songs this is just a song. Yeah. It has nothing to do about anything. It's just my imagination. We having a song. But as far as like coming up with lyrics, I be smoking, man. It be helping. I don't know if people smoke weed. I'm not encouraging people to smoke weed. It is legal in certain states now. But it's real real relaxing.
I smoke weed almost every day too.
Okay, cool. I don't feel alone.
I take the edible approach most of the time.
Okay.
Because or else I feel like I gotta keep remembering to smoke and like load it into me. And like if I eat some, I'll eat a little bit because I learned many times the hard way. Like you can eat too much, and like sometimes they're not like consistent within the product. So like you nibble on it, like see how you feel. You can always add it, but like or else. You can't take it away. Like once you're too high or like on that level you don't want to be at. It's too late. Sure. You just got to ride it out at that point.
I like edibles too, man. It's hard to find good edibles sometimes too.
Yeah, you got to.
Everybody trying to make them and shit.
Mm-hmm. You're best off getting a medical card. It's super easy to do in this state. And or else it's just like an hour and a half drive to Michigan.
Yeah, I just came from Detroit too, so yeah.
Okay, perfect. You just walk in there and like load up and go, and it's pretty reasonably priced.
Do you need a car to do it?
No. A car to drive, yeah.
No, I'm saying not a car. But do you need like a weed car or?
Not in Michigan. Michigan's recreational.
Swear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like I knew that, but I didn't know that. So I could have went to a dispensary while I was in Detroit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you see all those billboards when you're coming back saying, like, they're just trying to scare the hell out of you as you come into the Ohio border.
Right, don't bring anything in there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you always catch those on the way back.
I would have definitely stopped at a dispensary. I did not stop.
This last thing I did, I haven't had time, but I ran out, and so I heard about the Delta 8, like one changed molecule in the THC.
I've been hearing about it. I'm not familiar.
So I gave it a try, and it's okay. It's like always drinking like a fine wine and then like getting handed a glass of barefoot wine, something like that.
Okay.
So it's I guess it does the job, but it's kind of like a dirty high,
And it was on the edible side that you experienced
edibles,
it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think
I've never tried smoking the Delta 8 yet.
Yeah, I haven't smoked it, but I think my Shout out to HMF, man. My brothers. He had brought like a Delta 8 edible or something. It was like a cereal bar or something. But had me. I was lit. It was. I wrote some dope songs that day.
All right.
So cereal bars, yeah. My friend used to make the Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treat
Them the
things.
best.
I remember when he made it. I bought a whole tray from him, and like it lasted me a while.
Hell
but
yeah.
then
420 coming up.
my roommate's dog like ate a bunch of it. And like he was fine. He didn't like get sick or anything. He was just laying on the floor
around,
for like 4 days.
Cooling. Yeah, he was chilling, man. That's what I'm saying. You never really hear about like violent outbursts. You hear somebody smoke a blunt and then they went and did something crazy, like maybe off of liquor or you know what I'm saying, some other drugs. But weed is like it's really mellow, man. It's a good just chill, especially like for artists, especially that maybe be dealing with like it's a word that I don't say. I'm gonna say it today for the sake of like having a conversation. I never say the word writer's block. I never say it because you know you speak things into existence.
Yeah.
And as far as like when it comes to like maybe a block or you feel like you just searching too hard for inspiration, that's why. Just relax.
Yeah.
And sometimes for me, and I don't know where I got this from, I heard this somewhere, but inspiration for me sometimes is like a well. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's empty. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going on. I've emptied the well.
Yeah.
Then I go through life, you know what I'm saying? Whether I be traveling, whether it be, you know, fatherhood things, whether it be relationship things. I just go through life. My well starts to fill up. And the next thing I know, here's a whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't force it. Always just let it flow. And you know what I'm saying? If you're well, don't never say that word. Like, it's not a block. Nothing is blocked. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your mindset. It's so don't block it, but weed definitely helps.
Yeah. Opens up that stream of consciousness. And
Yeah,
just lets
especially
you go.
when you just chilling.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Cool. Well, we can cheers to that.
Yeah.
So this is nice too.
Yeah. What are we cheersing with here, Evan?
Today we are cheersing with Collision Bend Seatown American IPA.
Yeah, sure.
Right,
Collision Bend is in the East Bank of the Flats in Cleveland, Ohio. So this is...
And they supplied us with this beer here.
They did. Thank you for our liquor sponsors, beer sponsors, Collision Bend.
Man, that's what it's about, man. Cleveland sticking together, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
So you said the hip hop scene's really split up. So do you see pathways to making it come together more to support each other to be able to make the scene rise even higher?
Hell yeah. And I think it just be like, I don't know, just like how y'all ended up, you know, interviewing somebody that's doing hip hop. It's like you got to expand outside of what you would normally do. So for like the first couple years when I started doing music, I would just be like, you know, kind of in the clubs and in these bars where it was just a bunch of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of rappers. So I started going to places where you might not see a rapper. Like I started going to like Winchester open mic on a Tuesday. And it's like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like they're not even used to seeing it. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like as artists and people, you know, they respect the art. Like, you know what I'm saying? When your art is good, it doesn't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing, you know what I'm saying, alternative music, you could be just up there playing the piano, whatever you're doing. Like, if your art is dope, people gonna fuck with it. So it's just about, like, breaking barriers and just, you know what I'm saying, going to different places and, you know, connecting those dots and not being afraid to collab and things like that. Like, I always collab with people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get a collab coming up because I'm pretty sure everybody going to see this on Facebook. Mikey Silas. I'm trying to get him on something, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't, like, work and did things before. So it's just, like, breaking those boundaries, man, and creating good music.
I just got a missed call from him 13 minutes ago.
That's crazy.
Like, when I picked up to see these other Collision Bend things I'm supposed to say.
No,
like,
no,
he
look.
called.
No,
Like, he must have seen your story.
But when you call him, tell him, like, yo, Malik X, jump on the track with him. I know I think he in the studio right now recording something.
Let's call him.
I got a link with him. Hit him up.
Why not? Like, we've never done this on the
Hit him up.
podcast. Yeah.
See how well we can hear this. I'll put my mic there.
All right.
He got to pick up, though. That's how it be 13 minutes ago. You call somebody, they be doing something totally different. Like, man, this is the call. Like, man. Like, do people even have voicemails anymore?
All right, that's enough tries on the ring. All right, let's get back to it. If he calls back, let's throw it on speaker.
Yeah, I've been trying to just, like, bridge the gap. Because even, like, Cleveland, it's like really separated between like east and west.
Yeah.
Like people that live on the east side do not know nothing about the west side.
Yep.
And people that live on the west side don't really know nothing about the east side. So it'd be hard to like get people to like travel and come to different neighborhoods. When Cleveland is really small.
Yeah,
like we a big city, but it's a small big city. You can go through this whole city in a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't did it before. It's not like going through New York where it's like, man, damn, this was just Brooklyn. And then I go to Queens, and then it's like, oh, it's fucking Manhattan, and Cleveland not that big. So I think we just gotta just start working with each other and just start collabing more.
Yeah, it seems a lot farther than it is. Like, oh, I gotta go to the west side. That's
even
too
here,
far, no.
you know what I'm saying? This is like about from where I stay in like East Cleveland, like over off like Euclid, in between like Green and Noble. So this was about like a 30-minute drive to get here.
Yeah, same for me. I'm in Euclid on 238th.
Okay.
Up by the lake on Lake Shore. Like.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you ever go to the Lakeshore Coffee House?
No, I don't know.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you gotta check them out.
Okay.
Shout out to the Lakeshore Coffee House.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, they always got like the
go.
different. Oh shit. Oh, let me get him. Mikey, what's up?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going? You don't even know who this is.
Oh, this is CJ.
No, this is Malik X.
Oh, Malik, you sound like my friend CJ too.
No, what's up, man?
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. I'm live on the Cuyahoga Sound podcast right now.
Get out of here.
No, we filming like it's live right now.
Well, what's up, Chuck?
You're on it too. What's up, man?
So look, I had just like threw your name out there. I'm like, we got to get this feature in, man. I know you like in the studio right now, but we got to make that happen, man.
Yeah, well, we wanted to get in the studio just so we could start creating that frameworks to make it easier to make that stuff happen. So I think
sure.
look at the stars aligning right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like you was the missed call like 13 minutes ago. I'm like, damn, call him back. Because I ain't even know you called him. I just threw your name out there. So I'm like, shit, this the time to reach out again, man. We gotta make that happen.
Oh, it was a very special coincidence. Like, yeah,
for real.
I picked up the phone to like just see a note, and you were talking about, oh my, look, guess who just called me.
Come on, man. That's how it be.
Cool.
Well, seems like there's a lot to celebrate today, then.
No doubt. Yeah. What you got going on?
Oh, man. Not just in the studio, about to hit these mixes tomorrow, and moving forward. Getting ready for this astrological new year on Friday.
Okay.
I got to throw some Mikey stuff in there.
All right, no doubt, man. Well, shit, we just wanted to touch base with you real quick, man. See what was going on.
Yeah, well, it's always music all day, every day. So I'll catch up with you guys soon.
Cool, man.
All right, for sure.
I'll call you on my drive home, all right?
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to both of you real soon.
Cool, later.
Right.
Later, Mikey.
Come on, man. And that's how it got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right, Collision being should be right here. Like, who else? What type of? We shouldn't have a Budweiser right here. This Cleveland, man. It's the
Yeah.
I think
216.
we've always done that. Like,
Yeah.
we've tried to bring it in. I think one time we had like Bud Light Platinum. I don't remember.
That was left over in the fridge from a long ass time ago.
Well, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It'll do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cleveland, we gotta just open up and stick together, man. As far as like the sound being diverse, but I don't like to put myself in no category too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm just like a well-rounded person overall. So it's like I really be fitting in so many different places. Like I could be in the club scene and we could do the ratchet stuff, and we could do all that turn-up stuff, but then we could do more of let me tell a story through the music. You know what I'm saying? In an intimate setting, on like a tiny desk where we can get on the drums and the keyboard and, you know what I'm saying, captivate the crowd. So I just like to blend those two. That's what I like to do in my music.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cause that's just me. Like I'm just a well-rounded person. Like from Cleveland. Like I lived in EC, but I went to school at Max Hayes, 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I was already familiar going between like East and West.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I hung with people on the
Where's
East
Max
side.
Hayes at?
Detroit. They moved it. So right now it's on like 45th in Detroit, right where the old Cleveland Bagel Company used to be. I don't know if it's still there, but right off the Shoreway. Max Hayes is right there, but they tore the old Max Hayes down and they moved Garrett Morgan there, because Garrett Morgan used to be like back off about like Franklin. It's kind of like, or not too far from like the Tremont area or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I went to school over there, and then I also went to Collinwood, off 152nd and St. Clair. So I'm like, I'm all city. That's how I be. Like, I go north, south, everywhere. Parma.
Like you said, it's not that big.
It's really not. Man. You could be in Akron, a whole nother city, and like from here, like 20 minutes. Now we're Akron.
Yeah.
So it's really not, man.
I went to Fort Lauderdale last month, and I feel like that was the same size as Cleveland, even.
Okay.
Like
that's in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You ever been there?
I'm not a big Florida fan.
It was warm. All right.
It was just there.
It was a blizzard here, so.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, escape the cold.
But yeah, lots of stuff on top of stuff there, and this is like one city. This is like the big city in a large area. Yeah. In like Fort Lauderdale, it's just north of Miami. So like you got this Cleveland side city, and then this huge metropolis just south of it, but two separate things. So with this being a small city, it's a big city because of the area it covers, and so it's not that hard to get like I don't know, 35 minutes you get from like you'll get from
Cleveland,
like Bay Village to Euclid, like one to the other. The traffic is the other thing.
It's not so bad here.
The traffic is the best.
Hey,
it is the best.
It was flying out here though. Like everybody was at least doing like 75, 80 going.
Yeah,
you can't do that in other cities. Man. Like it's so much traffic.
I be doing the speed limit. I just like recently I called it the court tour. So since like 18, I'm 30. I just turned 30 last year, this year. But I'm like, man, I went on a court tour. I had like so many warrants from like so many different cities. Cause I'm young. Like they give me a ticket, they let me go. I'm not going to court. Fuck a license. But now I'm like trying to get my license and get my insurance and get things together. So in order to get that shit together, man, I had to go to I had like a warrant in East Cleveland. I had like 3 warrants in Cleveland. I had a warrant in Bedford, like a warrant in Solon, and then one out in like fucking Wycliffe. So I went to all of these courts. I had set it up like all consecutively. I went on a court tour and just paid my bond here, got my court date, and then went to court, paid the bond here. Man, I paid like a couple $1,000, man, to get my license. So I'll be cherishing my license. Like, I'm not getting a speeding ticket. I'm not speeding.
I've been there. That was my 20s too. Yeah. I'm 36. I went through all that.
Hell yeah.
All until I think I was like 27 or 28, and I finally am like, all right, let's just get this all together.
It's a hassle, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm so used to driving, even like without a license, even now having a license, I'll be forgetting I got it.
They suspend your license. You're like, I still gotta go places. Oh, I'm getting pulled over again. Fuck. All right.
That was my early 20s too, man.
Hell yeah. So yeah, man, do the speed limit. I ain't speeding. They was flying past me. I'm like,
yeah.
And sometimes on the freeway, I be on cruise control. I know I'm not speeding.
Oh, I love cruise control.
Yeah. I'm chilling.
Exactly.
Foot has not touched the pedal. I almost be forgetting. I hate when the traffic jam up. Be like, damn, I gotta brake.
Yeah.
I was cruising.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I would like ride the cruise control. I just like turn it on and off and like adjust it instead of like using my foot at all.
Yeah.
You press
That's the best.
Yeah, yo. Hell yeah.
Yeah, once you get that thing figured out, it's perfect.
Man, it's perfect.
Yeah. And you got to have some comfy seats in that ride you've got, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been messing it up, man. It's been through a lot. Like when I got this car, cause I don't know if y'all follow me online, so I had
I heard the 200S song.
Okay,
I heard that today.
So I'm into cars or whatever. So before we get into the 200S, the reason why I ended up with this 735i, I had a X5 before. It's like a 02 or whatever. I had like just got it or whatever. So and then I had this 99 Acura TL, real nice, silver, leather interior. It was really, really nice. I'll be finding these like really low end cars, like Facebook Marketplace. I'm telling you, man, if you get on there and talk to them people, they got some nice cars for sale. So long story short, I had are you familiar with like Jasmine Sullivan? Mm-hmm. You ever heard like I bust the windows out your car? You ever heard that song? It's an R&B. That's crazy. So like, it's a really big song on the R&B circuit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like women love this song. Like she busted windows out your car. So this girl that I was dealing with had busted windows out my car.
Shit.
Literally. I had woke up and It's really a long story, man. I got to get so super detailed with it. But long story short, the windows I got bust out of my car, but not just one car, both my cars. My Acura TL, whole windshield done.
Windshield.
The windshield done. I got pictures. I'll show you the pictures, man. Done. I'm talking about like it was so much glass in the inside of my car. It didn't make no sense. Then the X5, I had probably had the X5 probably for like not even 60 days. I had just bought it or whatever. Just got the brakes done. Real nice windshield done. So I'm like, man, I just got rid of both the cars and like, I'm going to just get a new car. So I'm looking online and I see this, I've been trying to get a classic BMW. I really want like an E30.
Yeah.
Trying to catch one of them. But I caught this E32 1990 735i. 3 hours away. Cutler, Ohio. I'm trying to figure out how to even get out there. Cutler. You know what I'm saying? To go get a car, like, could be a lemon. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm taking a 3-hour risk. So then I'll tell the whole story about this one. So I drove out there. I sell those other cars. Windows get bust out, whatever. Scrap them. Put them together. Get some little money. And they'll get another car. So we drive out. Me and my homegirl go to Cutler, Ohio.
What's Cutler by?
I don't even know.
The middle of nowhere.
It's in like the middle of nowhere. Like literally, I met him at the only BP at like this one BP gas station town. Like it took like 30 minutes from the freeway exit to drive to this BP, and I saw nothing, just country roads, maybe a couple houses, shit like that.
A lot of that in Ohio, more than you realize.
Man, for real, it's country everywhere for real. Yeah. Once you get out the city, for real, you be like, yo, where am I at?
Especially the west and like the west side of the state, like there's like a lot of cornfields.
Oh yeah,
it was weird. So we driving. I go meet the dude, get the car, and everything is seemingly great. It's nothing going on with this car. His car is running excellent. Give him the money, sign the title over. He drives off. I drive off back to this long exit. As soon as I get to the freeway to get on the ramp, the car shuts off. Every light on the dash starts coming on.
You got a Christmas tree in front of you.
And it shuts off. I'm on the side of the road in Cutler, Ohio, with this car, this BMW I just bought. Like, man, what the fuck is going on? I'm calling this dude back like, yo, what the fuck is going on with this car? Like, you need to either run me my money back or run me this fade. Like, I'm pissed off. So, long story short, I got AAA. Got my license now. I got AAA and everything. I feel grown now.
Gotta have
AAA. But AAA is only going to cover 100 miles.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right.
Cutler is like, more than 100 miles from Cleveland. We out far. So, I had to get the car towed from Cutler to Massillon. Leave it at this hotel parking lot. Let the hotel know I'll be back in the morning because I can't overlap tows. Mm-hmm. And I'm not finna pay for the fucking tow. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just come back tomorrow. So I drove back to Massillon, had it towed. Come to find out, all it was an alternator. The alternator was back. We was hitting it with the charge, and we took the charge off, and it was immediately cutting off. So I took a alternator off a wrecked. They got like a wrecked car lot somewhere with a foreign car. It was like an old 525. Took the alternator off. That was all I needed.
Nice.
And it's been running smooth ever since.
I had that same thing with my E46. The alternator went.
Got to get that alternator.
Man, it was a nice change though. I don't know if you did. Did you do the work yourself?
No, my dude. Shout out to my man Dre Curry, nice. My mechanic. My mechanic, he's so dope. So Facebook is really dope for like networking purposes and like really building connections. So a guy that I met at a show I did in Mansfield. When I first got the BMW, I'm like looking for, you ask recommendations. I'm looking for a BMW specialist. He sent me this guy's number, and this dude lives in Kentucky. So he literally drives up from Kentucky to work on my car. Wow. But he has a bunch of different clients, and he be traveling because he's a BMW enthusiast. Like he drives BMW. This what he do, and this what he work on. He's a certified BMW specialist, man. My man Dre Curry. He's from Cleveland, but he live out in Kentucky.
Wow.
Only dude I ever had work on my cars as far as the BMW go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mechanics that like they either love them or they won't touch them.
Yeah.
The BMWs. Yeah.
If they love them, your BMW mechanic, he gotta love BMWs too. Yeah. If he don't really love BMW, be fixing on it, like nah. Like I want you to love it. Like you love what you gotta love what you do.
I did all the work we had on the one that we had, and it was nice to work on. Like changing the alternator, like you have to like pull the lever so that the belt comes off easy.
Yeah.
And they thought of it, man. They had a little spot there where their tool went on there, and you pulled out this pin, and it held everything in place so you could work on it with both hands. Like it was the most pleasurable car like working on I've ever had. That was a terrible sentence, but I think
people say they be like, "Oh, BMWs is hard to work on." Like, no, because you don't know. Yeah. You've never worked on it. If you work on it, it's really simple. Like, even the one I got now, the 735i, it came with all of the tools. Like, even you open the trunk.
Yeah.
And then the first time I got a flat, it had that weird ass jack.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking machine gun. Like, it's something I'm like,
what
is this? There's a thing right up under the side of each car. You stick it right in there. It works better than the stupid jack that they give in American cars. Yeah. I keep turning. Yeah. Yep. It'd be so much turning. This shit was so easy. So I caught a flight today.
Did you?
I had a flight this morning.
Oh, wow.
Man, about like 9 this morning, I'm on the way to go down to a meeting down at the Roaming Biscuit. I'm doing a lot of shout outs, man. I fuck with Cleveland. So look, are y'all familiar with the Roaming Biscuit?
No.
Are you on? Y'all got Instagram? Look up the Roaming Biscuit. We're Roaming Biscuit. Shout out to Shonda, my girl. She owns a bakery and a shop called the Roaming Biscuit. So she makes like these homemade biscuits, like from scratch. Yeah. And she makes like breakfast sandwiches. I think it's that one right there.
The Roaming Biscuit.
Yep.
Right.
The Roaming Biscuit.
Those look delicious.
She do fried chicken Fridays where they come up with like a different type of rendition of a fried chicken sandwich. Cool. But I'm talking about like.
Go ahead and give that address there, Evan, so that people can, because
let them know.
Cool. Roaming Biscuit looks like they do orders like over the phone or online, but they say walk-ins are always welcome too, with open arms and a hot griddle full of deliciousness. Located at 3615 Superior Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, and from Monday to Friday they're open from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. So breakfast and lunch type of place.
Yeah,
go check them out. Dope. Dope biscuits.
All right, Roaming Biscuit. Cool.
Check them out, man. Good breakfast. So I was on my way down there, and I'm getting gas. Then I look and see my tires flat. Like, damn. And I didn't have a spare.
Oh, man.
My spare had already blew out. So then I had to go get a ride.
It's because of the potholes in East Cleveland.
The potholes is terrible. And but you know what? Even on the west side, I was off of, what was I coming off of? Maybe Madison and like West 84th. I'm like, whoa, what is going on?
We had
a
pothole problem.
Meteor shower. Where, man, this shit had this had me thinking like, yo, I need to see the budget. Like, right. The mayor, like, where is the pothole fund? Yeah. Like, or we need to get some type of stimulus check for Cleveland residents for car trouble. Like, for real, because you'll be on your way somewhere and hit a pothole, and it's like.
Yeah, it puts those bubbles in your tire.
Yeah. Man, tire shops making a killing.
I'm driving all around for what I do for a living, delivering groceries, and I'm going through that all the time, and I'm thinking of it like Mario Kart now, like dodging these
bananas.
For real.
Dodge. Like here
sometimes
I'm all over the road.
You're coming up the road, and you got to make a life decision. It's like, yo, do I run into traffic here or hit the pothole?
Yeah.
Like, do I crash into this car here, or do I hit the pothole?
Which is going to do more damage?
Or sometimes you pass a cop when you're doing this swerving. You're like, how do I explain? Like, I'm not drunk. Dude.
Come on,
I'm just
man.
like look, you can see this, like,
you see them from
craters.
Space.
Yeah, Cleveland police, they got to know, man. Like, you see somebody swerving, like, I don't know if they just running, I don't know what type of tires they got. They just running them over. I don't know. But if you see somebody swerving, man, they probably not drunk, man. They probably dodging a pothole.
Got the tire lobby in the mayor's office there, making sure these don't get fixed.
Yeah.
I had to make a song. I did a song on the 735i tape that's coming out. It's called Dodging Potholes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Hell yeah. Got to. This is where I live at.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Let's take a second and thank our sponsors and partners and finish talking about Collision Bend first.
All right, you want to go down first?
The great destination to host any event, from corporate happy hours to weddings and everything in between. Stuck at home? Order takeout and online and have it delivered. Collision Bend is where expertly crafted food and beer collide on the east bank of the flats.
Nice. Evan, cool. You got to start doing like radio commercials for a side gig too, man. You got the radio voice.
And tonight we are drinking Seatown American IPA by Collision Bend Brewery.
Is Collision over there by, where's by?
The Odeon.
By the Odeon. Yeah. I worked for this, it was very short-lived, but it was like this little cleaning company that my friend had, was like, you know, it's a job, you know, come work this little job. But it was this dude, he had all these accounts or whatever with these different, like I think we did, it's another one too. When you go down in the flats over by, the front, well, not the, Punch Bowl Social. Mm-hmm. So around that bend.
Thirsty Dog.
Dante's was over there.
Yep.
What's around that bend? It's like another
brewery. It's a
restaurant or something.
There's Beerhead and there's the Thirsty Dog Brewery, and on that and Punch Bowl.
Yeah, but long story short, I think we did use the clean Collision at the end of the night.
Or the Lindy's Lake House used to be Coastal Taco.
Yeah, Coastal Taco. There we go. What happened to them? That was good.
Cool. It was good. They changed to Lindy's Lake House, and they do. It's like the same way. I think it's the same owner. They just took a different business approach with it.
I ain't like the cold. I don't like cold lobster rolls. Mm. They had a cold lobster roll. I don't like when it's cold. I like a hot lobster roll. Mm-hmm. Theirs was cold. Not hating on it. It's my preference. Because I went out to, you know, it's a dope city. And I hate to say it. Not hate to say it, but, you know, I'm never going to be a Steelers fan. Never. But Pittsburgh is a really dope city for real. If you ever, like, just travel there and just kind of, like, go kick it, Pittsburgh got some dope spots. Yeah. I had a really good lobster roll out there.
They won you over?
At the Oyster Merchant Company. Had a good cocktail. I'm like a sucker for really good cocktails now. Yeah. I've been trying to get sophisticated. So, you know, I do my straight liquor and my beer, and that's cool when I'm just out. But when I like to go have a good dinner, I like a really good mixed cocktail. Cool. So I had like a, I don't even know what it was called, but it was with some bourbon. And like set this wood on fire. Like some type of smoked wood. Man, it was so nice.
I remember making drinks like that when I bartended. I bartended this bourbon bar, and we used an empty bottle of Blanton's to mix it. Like you mixed it all up, and then there was this smoke gun, and you like put hickory wood chips in it, and you smoke it and cork it, and then you swish the mixed drink around in the smoke in the bottle, and then you pour it over the big ice ball. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we got a lot of good cocktail bars.
Yeah.
In Cleveland, but they all on the west side. Bartend, like when you're in the east, if I was to get like a tour for Cleveland, like you come to Cleveland, when you're in the east, get you a shot of beer, anywhere they can pour that. That's good. Yeah. If you're looking for a good cocktail, go west. Like one of my favorite places.
You got to go further in the east, like
like past Euclid.
Like Mentor. Yeah, Mentor's got a lot of good spots for like everything. It's a nice city.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's a good spot to go eat and get a good cocktail out of Mentor?
There's the Avenue, and I don't remember the names anymore because I don't hang out there anymore. I do remember I've had some good experiences out there.
All the places I went to were gone.
They're all different now, yeah. Especially restaurants.
Because they used to have the Avenue, and then next to it was Hobnobbers, which was a dive bar, and then they had Maximilians across the street. And Thursday night was like ladies' night at the Avenue, which was the nice place. So all the women would be there getting drinks, and everybody would get shit-faced next door at Hobnobbers for, $1 anything, and then go over because all the women were next door, go hang out there, and then the real grown-ups were across the street trying to hang out at Maximilian's until, people were climbing on the roof there and shit. But it was
There's also some good spots in Willoughby, downtown Willoughby, on the east side. I think that's one city even west of closer, than Mentor.
Okay.
They got Ballantine there, and you can get a good cocktail at Barrio, even though those are everywhere. That's a Cleveland taco place that I love.
I love Barrio. Mm-hmm. Barrio hard, man. Like just like good taco with the ingredients, that shit hit at any given time. But somewhere on the west that I like to go for a good cocktail, I like to go to the Literary Tavern over there in Tremont. like right off Literary. They do it. They could like make anything over there.
Yeah.
Like they do good work. They got a good smash burger, good Nashville chicken sandwich. They switched up the little specials or whatever. Shout out to Literary Tavern, man. Shout out to Cleveland, man. I'm like, so Cleveland, man.
This is like that.
I go everywhere, man. I go in the hood. I go in the Heights. I go out here. I go everywhere, man.
Spotted Owl in Tremont, or I think it's in Tremont or Lakewood. That's the best cocktail place I've been at. That Spotted is on the west side, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, what was another place that we went to? It's like they do vegan food. And I'm not knocking vegan food, but I'm not a vegan. But we had like a good like little cheese board or whatever. But it's called Cloak and Dagger.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
You been there?
I've heard of
it.
Yeah, they got good cocktails.
I think somebody mentioned it on the podcast once.
Yes, I think so.
And they switched up the menu. So like last time I went, I think it was like a different menu. So now they got like some new cocktails. So I might have to go check them out.
We should do a podcast cocktail tour.
Oh, let's do
all these places. Yeah. You got to show us where to go, man.
I would let it go, man. I would let it go with y'all, man. Let's
exclusively
do that.
on our YouTube channel. Man.
For real, let's do that. I always wanted to do something like with because Cleveland has so many dope spots that I feel like it's just not highlighted. You know what I'm saying? Like not by the people and not by like on the national scene. Like when you come here to Cleveland, like these are the spots that you need to tap into.
Yeah.
Like, Cleveland has a lot of good food. Like you go to certain places and they be like, "Where's the good food at?" Like it's a lot of good food in Cleveland for real. Like all type of genres of food, whether it be classic American food, you can get you a good burger. So many good bars. Like you ever been over to? Damn, not that. What's it called now? Heart of Gold.
No.
Heart of Gold is over. Shout out to Heart of Gold.
Going back to
hey,
this
look,
episode.
man, this is the episode. I'm telling you, man, we putting Cleveland on the map right now because I'll be everywhere. Food. So, Heart of Gold is right over there off of Lorraine, like I think by like 40th over there. It used to be called the Plum. But they do good work over there, man. We did some shows over there. 2 Chefs in a Beat. Are you familiar with that?
2 Chefs in a Beat? No.
You've never heard of that?
No.
Oh, hold on.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Los. Come on, baby. I'm working. So, look, 2 Chefs in a Beat is a musical dining experience. So, it's put together by my dude, Honcho, but Chef Los and Chef Chris. So, those are the 2 chefs. And then they always have like a line of performers that they do. But what they do is they always move it to a different venue with a different menu every time. So we done been at like Heart of Gold, we done been at Dante's, we done been at Coda, we done been at the front stage multiplex in Cleveland Heights. We move this event around monthly. Sometimes we do it 2 times a month, and it's always a different food dish. So for this one,
where do we find out where it's at?
So look, if you are on Instagram, it's the number 2 Chefs and a Beat. So on Instagram, it's at the number 2 Chefs and a Beat, and we actually are having one. I can shout out the shows absolutely. And all that.
Yeah.
Because some radio shows they be like, look, if it costs money, don't be, I don't want the FCC finding me. But look, so April 10th, we are gonna be at Old Angle Tavern. Sunday, April 10th from 7 to 11. And it's 2 Chefs in the Beat. The Too Many Cooks Spring Bling Edition. Music by DJ Phenom and Marcus Allen Ward. Performances by Koo Johnson, Swank, Nothing Major, Mook the Guy, and of course, myself, Malik X. Food by Chef Chris, Chef Herb, Chef Fred, and Adam Boker. So it's going to be dope. Man,
Marcus Allen Ward, man. I haven't heard that name in a while. I'm glad he's still active. But like that's why I'm glad you're here, man, to shine some light like for our listeners and for like people like us that like haven't been involved. Like
that's what I'm about.
With that part of the music world.
That's what I'm about. I just want to be like a spokesperson and a representative for Cleveland in general, whether it be the music scene, whether it be the food scene, whether it be the culture. Like I just speak for Cleveland. Like I'm a real hometown native. Like that's cool. That's cool, just me. So yeah, come check us out. We're gonna be there April 10th. Like we took over West 25th last month. We was at Market Garden Brewery.
Yeah.
And then we was at Nano Brew.
Okay.
So we took over the kitchen. We took over the stage. and we have a good time, man. People always love the food.
Yeah.
The food is amazing. That's really what you should come for. The performance is dope. I'm not knocking them. Even myself, I'm a performer, but come through if you out with your girl, you out with your people, you're like, man, where can we get a good bite to eat? Come to a Two Chefs and the Beat event because you will never be able to experience those dishes anywhere else because it was specifically created for that event.
That sounds killer, man.
So yeah, April 10th, come check us out.
April 10th?
Yeah, Old Angle Tavern right over in Tremont. No, not Tremont, Ohio City, cool. West 25th. Come check us out.
And if you don't have time to go to a restaurant and you still need to eat, you can call up Unrefined Cleveland's. Man, Unrefined Cleveland is a new 100% gluten and dairy-free meal prep service in Cleveland. They focus on using local vendors for their product and never freeze their food. It's always fresh. And they'll deliver right to your door if you're within 35 miles of downtown, or you can pick it up at their kitchen on the west side. I forget. It's right in Ohio City on West 25th, one of those kitchens. And you can find that on their website, which is unrefinedls.com. Or unrefinedcle on Instagram.
Check them out, man. Tap in with them. No doubt. I'm going to tap in with them.
Cool. Well, a new menu is out, and you can use the promo code CS20. Cuyahoga Sound.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
CS20 for a 20% discount.
Nice.
Cool.
Cuyahoga Sound, get you 20%.
That's right, man.
Wow.
Good food, too, man. Real good stuff. They come in microwave safe containers. And so you just pop them in.
Nice.
And, heat them up in, a minute, and, there you go. That's, meal
The West
ready.
Side is doing, next level shit on the food, man. East Side, y'all got to catch up, man. You know what I'm saying? East Side kitchens, I'm not knocking y'all. Y'all got to catch up, man. The West Side is leaving y'all behind, man.
Well, we got Zanzibar Soul Fusion, which I love. I get from Uber Eats a lot, man. That's that. And Jamaican Irie Kitchen.
Irie,
Yeah.
yes. Irie does great work. I love Irie.
Yeah, we can get. Let's give some love to the East Side.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right. But you know what? All the Jamaican food on the Irie, not on the East Side, go. Irie. Today
Angles.
I went out.
Angles is Caribbean. That's my.
I went out to Bradnall Kitchen, so it's right on 140th and Lakeshore. We got Ocho Rios. That's over on Ivanhoe. And then what's the one? It's on Taylor and Cedar. I think it's called Jamaican. It's like a play on Jamaican American food, but they right on Taylor, right over there before you get to the new spooky Halloween restaurant right there on the corner.
Oh yeah.
On
The
Cedar.
haunted restaurant.
It used to be Melt.
Melt.
The old Melt. Yeah. Man, Cleveland got the food, man. You would think we would have probably more fat people here or obese people here. We be eating a lot and drinking a lot of beer.
A lot of beer.
Let's shout out to Russell Jones.
Oh,
real
let's give
quick.
him one.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Russell Jones, a commercial drone services focused on creative solutions. JonesDronesCLE.com. You can check him out on episode 18 of the Cuyahoga Sound. Drone repairs, drone lessons, drone photography, drone racing. He does it all. Russell Jones. You know who else does it all?
Chuck Kaminsky.
Oh, Chuck Kaminsky. You're right.
The Basement Trader.
Basement Trader. BASSMENTRADER.com. Cool. Cool old guitars, basses, other oddities, buy, sell, trades, and repairs. Reverb store. You can text him at 440-392-4468 to set up a visit. Cool.
You're getting all professional with that.
Well, you told me I have a commercial
You
voice
do.
or something. I'm just trying it out.
This is
it's
your
fun.
audition?
It's fun.
Hey,
No, it sounds good, man. It's all about that easy listening. I'm listening too. I had to grab the car. I don't even have a guitar. I might hit it up.
well, you've been promoting all these restaurants around here. Let's take some time to promote yourself. So, what do we got coming in the future?
So what we got coming up, you can catch me at the Grog Shop. They finally gave me a date so I can do my own show, man. So shout out to Wallace. Shout out to the Grog Shop. So we're going to be there April 28th. Tickets are on sale right now. I think the advance tickets is $10, $12 at the door. And it's going to be me, my DJ Savage Royale, and a slew of other artists, man. I got so many homies coming through. It's going to be a dope show. I even got an artist coming out from Buffalo, New York. It's going to come out and do a set. So
Oh, cool.
April 28th, I think doors open at 7. We'll kick off the show at about 8. And we're going to keep it prompt, man. I ain't going to come on stage at like 11:30 and nothing. Like, you know, I got some people opening up. And then about like 9 o'clock, I'm going to be on stage, man. So we're going to get it going. So,
how's a hip-hop show work like that with the openers? Like, how long of sets do the openers have?
It depends. Like, the type of shows I be trying to run, like, I don't be wanting too many acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if it's like 30 people going, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it like short, but then give them maybe like 20-minute sets or whatever. Get you a chance to really get to know an artist. So one of the openers might be my dude Janari Komet. I'm not sure if you're hip to this guy, but you can follow him on Facebook, Janari Komet, and on Instagram. That's part of my my Stray Dog family. Dope artist, man.
STRE, right?
STRE, yes sir, yes sir. STREDAWGS. So yeah, really dope artist that I just happened to meet, you know, at an open mic and in the show. And he does all type of shit. He does hip hop. He does like rock. He can do anything. He plays the bass. He plays drum. He actually produced and executive produced. We had a compilation album that's streaming out right now, Stray Dogs Volume 1, which you can go check out everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music. So yeah, so he'll probably be one of the openers. Then I got a special guest, I won't name him now, coming out from Buffalo to do a set. Then I'm gonna probably come on. I might do like an hour. But I got so many songs with people. I'm gonna have them come on, you know, and I'm really giving away a lot right now. But you know, it's all good because we're gonna have a good time. So I just got people coming through. I like to keep it short and sweet, man.
You bringing up people during your set like that opens, man. I love that stuff. Like,
hell yeah.
I'm a guitarist and I love playing in the bands where we're like doing shows and like then you come on, like you're doing shows with your buddies, you know.
Right.
And so you come on for a song with them during their set. Like one of them come on. Like sometimes you'll like it'll go so good that like next time you'll make a set that's just like your two bands' names mashed together.
Yeah.
And it's like all of you up
It's
there.
about having a good time because a lot of the hip-hop shows that I was going to like earlier in my career, they be so competitive. So it's like, sometimes it's even a competition. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a concert or a showcase. You know, this is a competition. So we all came to compete against each other. Yeah. So, you know, y'all homies, so while I'm doing my thing, you know, this your man, he going on next. You like this. Mm-hmm. Even if you thought it was dope, you're like, man, I can't even bob my head right now. I gotta just be. So it kind of like changed the atmosphere where it's like, you know, we shine the light on everybody and make this more so of a show and a concert where it's like, yeah, you come on stage and you rocked out. You come on stage and you rocked out. Like everybody's dope. Yeah. Shit like that. Where it's like, that's what I be trying to have, like more of a good time as opposed to the. You know what I'm saying? The competitive aspect. Yeah. We can always keep it competitive. Like, once you get on stage, I'm expecting you to do a great performance. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get on drum, we don't want you to be sorry. You know what I'm saying? They be like, all right, here go your drum solo. We expect you to go off. When they get a bass player his solo, go off. But it's still a whole band. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like to bring to a show, like more camaraderie and make it more of a, you know, of a good time. Because we going out, you know what I'm saying? We in these bar settings. We having drinks, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting to have a good time, man. Like I'm kind of done with all the super competing. Like I know I can do that. That's easy to get into that mode. Like, okay, fuck everybody. Yeah. I done came here to just, you know what I'm saying, really show off. But it makes it more of a bigger moment.
Yeah, that's like natural human instinct. Yeah. And like if you can rise above that and like think of it as the whole, like that's some talent in itself.
Yeah. So that's where I'm trying to get, man. And I think that's a Cleveland thing, especially like on the hip hop side, is you be like, we don't like nothing, we don't support nothing if it ain't this what we doing. When it's like it's a niche for everybody.
I felt that like in the rock scene coming up. I think a lot of it had to do with like those battle of the band type situations. First of all, because it puts competition in there, and then also like I think just being young, you're always, but it does sharpen your tools.
Yeah, it do.
It does. You know, it sharpens your tools, and then you get a little older, and you're like, why the fuck am I fighting with these people? These people are all cool. Like, why am I competing with them? Like,
I grew up doing those Peabody's Battle of the Bands.
Same here.
And like you never friends with any of those people because like they're like, all right, you're coming, and like it was some sorry prize, like $250 worth of studio time or
something. Some shit we was already paying for. Yeah. Like any artist is already I'm paying for my own studio time. Like give me something else.
Yeah.
Yep. Like make it more lucrative.
Yeah. Give me a big show or something. Like that's what we really wanted was like to open for like one of the bigger touring acts. You know, because that's a built-in audience that's gonna hear like your tunes. You know.
So what other hip hop artists should we look at having on the show?
Definitely Janari Komet, dope. Who else should we bring on here? Are you hip to Prince Ish?
We're rookies, man.
Yeah, Prince
tell
Ish.
Me.
Any of my Stray Dog homies, man. Prince Ish, Mad Star. Definitely some people y'all should check out for sure, man. They got bars, they got dope content, they got something to say. Who else am I really rocking with off the top? My dude Drake Karan, man. He's really like mysterious and low key, but I got some songs with him. He's a dope artist. Works with Savage with Derek. Does a lot of work with him. We actually got a single out right now with his song, but I'm featuring on it. What You Want? That's streaming everywhere right now. You could tap in with that. Really dope artist, man. He like to blend like hip hop. He kind of do like some R&B shit, kind of harmonizing and things like that. Really dope, man.
Yeah.
Really dope. Who else? Off top, let me see. Yeah, them some of my favorites off top. Okay. I know so many artists. You know what I'm saying? Not to be biased or anything like that. But those are my favorites. I think you should definitely take them out. But definitely my dude, Komet, though, man. I fuck with Komet. It's very rare that I meet, because I'm really deep into like this hip hop shit. So it's like you got to be dope on a lot of aspects to really impress me. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to spit, of course, because it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But can you really perform? And I'm pretty sure that's on any genre. A lot of people may be good in the studio, but you ain't really that good live. You know what I'm saying? When the pressure is on you, and I think you do good work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's up there and that's really making a name and shit. And he really kind of, because the Stray Dog shit ended up, that was something that they had already had going. It was not something that I was there from the inception of. So just being out here rocking out, he was doing a compilation album, and he sent me a couple, records to get on. I sent the features back or whatever. And, we just kind of built that relationship from there. Just started working or whatever, being at each other's shows and supporting and things like that. So that's how I ended up being affiliated with the Stray Dog family. And you can follow that at STREDAWGS on Instagram. Stray Dogs, man. Check out the whole clique, man. It's more like it's not a group. It's more like a collective. And that's why it's called Stray Dogs, because we kind of was all individually doing our own thing. But us as Stray Dogs, we linked up and, you know what I'm saying, formed like Voltron. We actually did it, man. We had a sold-out show recently at this place called the Front Street Social. Yeah. Are you familiar with that? Mm-hmm. So, shout out to
a jam night there.
Shout out to the Front Street Social, man. They let us take over the hip-hop night about 2 weeks ago. And it was packed in there, man, wall to wall. We tore it down.
Nice. When's the hip-hop night? Is that a weekly thing?
I think they might do it monthly.
Okay.
But they do an open mic every Wednesday.
Yeah, we've gone up for that.
Yeah. But as far as hip-hop night, I think they might switch the genre. I think they did a country night this month. Okay. Or it's one coming up in April or whatever. So they letting all genres shine. So we'll probably be back maybe after spring break when all the college kids come back around.
Yeah.
And all that. We'll probably hit them again. But we definitely got some more shows coming in town and abroad, man. So
all right.
Yes, sir.
So who are some of your influences that got you inspired to do what you're doing musically?
So number one influence off top is Nas. Nas, and it's like, that's so crazy when Nas said it, like, be like, name a rapper that I ain't influenced. I am the truest. I'd be like, man, what can I say? I can't say nothing. When you say that line, because Nas really influenced me. And it, like, kind of happened randomly. Cause, I mean, hip-hop has always been a part of my life. Like, my mom, she played, hip-hop growing up. She played all the genres growing up. So, it was one day, like, after school, and it was like this, what was that channel? It's called Music Choice. It'd be, like, on
Yeah,
Time
I remember that
cable.
one. Yeah,
You know, they
that
got
was brought out in Canada, I think. But yeah.
So a Nas song came on from his debut album, Illmatic, The World Is Yours. And it was just like that dun, dun, dun. Like I sipped the Don P, watching Gandhi till I'm charged, and writing in my book of rounds all the words past the margin. I'm like, what's going on? Like I just fell in. Like I always loved hip hop, but that's when I really fell in love with it. And I remember that I think it was that same year my mom had bought me like the 10-year anniversary of Illmatic with like the extra disc. And I played that shit like every day before school. And it was like that's when I first started like trying to write my own raps. But other influences, always was influenced by like Tupac. Definitely influenced by him, like from the storytelling to just, you know what I'm saying, just his relatable story of being a black male growing up in the inner city and having a single mother and, you know what I'm saying, going through those things. Like I really felt and experienced those same things. So I always had a deep connection to Pac. But then another artist like J. Cole, always been a big Cole fan since I was like probably like 18 when Cole came out. So I was like first moved out the house or whatever, you know, coming into young manhood, and it was just like Cole's stories was so relatable. And I feel like J. Cole was really good at taking whatever was going on in his real life, even if it was something regular. Like he got a song called Folding Clothes on his album For Your Eyes Only. He's just really good at taking everyday life and making it sound dope as fuck. Like, damn, J. Cole just walked to the store. But he made it sound so detailed. And he and I think he really came through and kind of like shattered that whole cuz it's like a big stigma in hip hop for a while, like you just got to be all gangster and thugged out. Like everything's so thugged out. You know what I'm saying? When it's like that's not even real life. You know what I'm saying? And even if you is thugged out, like, I know thugs that's cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they is in the street, like, outside of that, they seem to be generally cool people. They're not always on edge and things like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, more so that you could be yourself. Like, maybe Kanye might have came out and inspired J. Cole, but J. Cole was the one that inspired, like, my generation to, like, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about what you want to talk about in rap. You ain't got to be selling bricks that you not really. If you selling bricks, then I mean talk about selling bricks. Or if you didn't did that, talk about it. But if you don't really do that, then it's like, why you putting that on? You know what I'm saying? Like you can be dope without that.
Yeah.
So J. Cole definitely influenced me to just, you know, talk about my own story and my own path and just be true to that. And Currency, are you up to Currency?
I'm not.
All right, if you smoke weed, y'all gotta get hip to Currency.
Right.
Currency is like the ultimate weed rapper, like Snoop Dogg. Like for the older people, it might be like Snoop has always been synonymous with like rapping and smoking weed. It's Currency on the underground for like the millennial generation and shit like that. Like Currency is dope. Like storytelling, and then he fuck with the cars and shit. I'm a big car enthusiast, so he make good music to like, you know, smoke a blunt or a J or a bowl or an edible, whatever you do. And just take a good ride in your car. Maybe you're riding with your lady or your wife or whatever, or riding with the homies. It's just good music, like feel good music. And then as far as like music for me, somebody had asked me before, like my biggest inspiration is always just life. Like life just inspired me. She's like this here. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about this in a rap at some point. Like I'm gonna mention the podcast, the food that we was drinking and shit like that. My mind just be recording shit. And then later on, it'll spill out in a rap. So life just inspired me. Like, it's just so many things be inspired. Even when I got a flat tire today. Like, that inspired me to write a song because that's relatable.
Yeah.
You somewhere on your way somewhere important, and then you get a fucking flat tire.
Cool.
Like, what the fuck? I knocked my cup of coffee over this morning. It was a rough morning, man. It was a rough morning, man. I knocked my cup of coffee over. It was just sad. I ain't had no weed this morning. It was sad.
I appreciate you coming out after that day.
Hell
I saw you saying that Devil's trying me today.
They was trying me for real.
I'm gonna go be
even on other levels and shit. On a personal note, with things and shit, you know, just things be happening, and you just be like, you know what, I could just, you know what I'm saying, let this day spiral out of control. Like, fuck it, it's going bad. Let me run with that. But I'll be listening to like motivational shit on YouTube. That shit helps. That shit helps. You know what I'm saying? It really, I be trying to keep my timeline to like feed my mind, cause most people don't be thinking like we always feed ourselves with food and shit, but it's like, what are you feeding your mind? You gotta feed your mind, you know what I'm saying, good ingredients too. So when the day was going bad, I'm like, this is just some bad moments happening. My life's not bad. I'm booked today for the Cuyahoga Sound podcast. Like, I'm still gonna show up. My tires fucked up and shit. I'm gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? All it's gonna take is a little bit of work, a little bit of patience, and I'm gonna get my day together. And that's how I be liking to do. Cause I'm a father as well. I got a 9-year-old son. Shout out to Kaleem. What's up, boy? We was at the park, throwing the football with him before I came here or whatever. So I always
today was perfect for that.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I went on a hike with my 4-year-old and girlfriend. And
you got a boy or girl?
Girl.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it's great. Cool.
Fatherhood is dope, man. I love it, man. It's really one of my big inspirations for real. I probably would have never started rapping had I not had my son, because I wasn't doing it prior to him.
Oh.
It was like a thing I was repressing for a long time. Like, I was rapping to myself for so long. I'm like, man, I didn't have the confidence, and I'm like, man, whatever. I'm not about to be doing no rap shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I had my son, it made me think about, you know what I'm saying, life different. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just so inspired, you know what I'm saying? Just holding him in the hospital and seeing them take his steps, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, your kids teach you things. Like, you teaching your kids things, but they'll do something and it might remind you of something. Be like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? How kids think is more like natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole lot of all this stuff we done learned at this point. So, you know, my son definitely is a big inspiration for why I do what I do and why, you know what I'm saying, I be going so hard, because to be motivation for him, like, yo, you could be anything you want to be. For real. Because, I mean, like, when I first started rapping, I never thought I would probably be out here doing a podcast or, you know what I'm saying, having a show at the grog shop and, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But if you really put your mind to it and you get out here and grind and you network, you could really make something happen for real.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad glad we linked up and got this happening. Cool. You got some talent. I really like it, and I'm
Appreciate
glad you're gonna get me inspired to listen to more hip hop again.
Yeah.
I love your flow, man. Reminds me of Kanye West. That's the last
time.
That's
dope.
Last time I was like into hip. He's like the last rapper I really was listening to. But I've been out of hip hop for like over 10 years, and like that was real nice, man. I like your flow and how you rhyme like 8 times in a freaking bar, like or in like,
I'll be going in. Hell yeah. Yeah. That's dope, man. That's a huge compliment. Me and Kanye's birthday like a day apart. Nice. My birthday June 7th. His birthday June 8th.
Well, we always ask our guests one last question as we wrap this up. What is that question, Chuck?
So, what is a movie recommendation you can give us?
Ooh, movie recommendation.
Old, new, doesn't matter.
It's gonna be old for sure.
All right.
So, top movie in my catalog, I could watch this movie every day. It's Paid in Full. Have you ever seen Paid in Full?
Nope.
No, I remember ads for that.
I do
so
too.
Paid in Full is starring Cameron, Mekhi Phifer, and Wood Harris, and it's actually based on a true story. So it's about young dudes coming up in the late 80s, crack era, and things that happened during that. And that actually was inspiring me to get the 735 BMW, because I'm like, damn, man, I always wanted to come through like Ace Boogie. That's one of the main characters or whatever. He come through with the gold BBSs and the Saab and the, you know what I'm saying, in the late 80s and early 90s type of BMWs and, you know what I'm saying, fly things that they was getting. So definitely check out that. That's my top recommendation. And then another one. What's another all-time classic I could watch anytime? I'm pretty sure y'all have seen Friday.
Yeah.
Gotta watch Friday. And then The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
All right.
I love the whole trilogy, but The Godfather Part 2, that's the one for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Malik X, is real great to have you here.
It was great to be here, man.
No doubt.
Looking forward to having you on again.
Hell yeah, looking forward to it. We got to go on that cocktail That tour.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
that
we do that YouTube series, man. We'll bring you along.
Let's do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right, Malik, man. Let me get my beer here. Cheers to that.
Yes, sir.
Cool. For the Cuyahoga Sound Podcast, I'm Evan Stone.
I'm Chuck Schilling.
Peace.